Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mark Silverberg from Acaville. I'm currently in Florida, but I'm here with UGA Kalakaar. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did I pronounce that correctly?
Yeah.
I have messed up so many pronunciations. Like, I think the whole South Asian community hates me right now. Like, I feel so bad. I'm trying. I really am trying. Well, so tell me, how did this group get started?
So we started in about 2013. A couple of friends got together and just wanted to make music together.
Yeah, there were no South Asian acapella groups on campus at the time, and yeah, we wanted to create something special.
That's cool. So you're competing in A3. Is this your first time in A3? Oh,
Yeah.
what are your expectations? What do you think will happen?
We're just hoping to go and make music, make friends, have a good time, and really show what we've been working on all year.
Yeah. I know you have am I right? You have a GoFundMe page?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. I'll make sure I post that in the description. Hopefully that will get you a little bit more. Yeah. No problem. All right. So I was looking, I was doing my research, and I see that you hold open rehearsals every so often. Is that right?
Yes.
What's the purpose of holding an open rehearsal?
We like to give our team a chance to practice performing in front of other people, like a normal audience, just so that they can get a feeling of stage fright and understand how it feels to like have their heart racing or like start sweating when they need to. It's just a great way to practice performing.
And I think it's also special because it's like our own like friends from like the UGA community, so they also come and like they show up their support before we like go off and compete. So it's a way for us to kind of compete or like show our skills in front of them before we go off and compete.
Oh, well, that's good. Do you ever use it for recruitment?
Oh, not recently.
Okay. Sorry, I stumped you with that question. I noticed I noticed that correct me if I'm wrong, but are some of your members have been in the group for more than 4 years? Is that true?
I think it is 3 years. I think me and Demia and Trinity have been in the group for about 3 years now. So yeah, that's like the most time.
Oh, okay. Because I saw some people who were listed on the website as like 2014 to present, and I'm like, you've been in the group 10 years? My gosh.
We do have some older members. They're not really like on the competing roster right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that website is a little bit outdated.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that answers most of my questions. Tell me, what do you think? I've been asking all the groups this. What do you think is the state of South Asian a cappella today? Is it thriving? Is it in trouble? What do you think?
I would definitely not say it's in trouble. I still think, although there are a lot of groups, I think it's still in a growing position, and it's getting better every year and year. I think even I know when we have performed in different places, a lot of people have said that they hadn't listened to as much of like Indian elements in a cappella, and it's always new to at least some people in the audience. And I would like to say it's definitely growing, and it could obviously grow to a bigger extent, but yes.
Oh, I agree. From what I've seen, I definitely agree. Now, one big thing that South Asian music is known for is fusion, right? Do you prefer to arrange fusions, or would you prefer to stick to South Asian music specifically?
At least so me, Jamia, and another are one of our members. We arrange for the group, and we always I think it's better to do fusion in some pieces. It always brings in new elements because most of us have been learning Indian music as when we grew up, and we have had some Western music background too, but we have never kind of fused them together, and it always brings a new perspective, like whether it's doing mashups. it's kind of gives you a new perspective on both the songs, like the South Asian song that you pick and the English song that we pick, or whether it's like bringing Indian classical elements into arrangement. That's like a completely different thing, because you usually don't see Indian classical with like harmonies and like an ensemble background.
Give me an example of Indian classical harmonies. What do you mean by that?
So Indian classical is just it's melody based. There's no concept of harmonies.
Oh,
It's focused solely on improvisation, what to do like with one. We have like rags, as in like scales, but kind of different than scales. We have characteristic phrases for each rag, and kind of like how to explore that rag. I know if you like look at Indian classical performances, they go for like 3-4 hours just improvisation in that one scale. So it's a completely different thought when you come to looking at harmonies. You're more looking at how to make this one melody better with like having multiple layers. So you're more looking at it vertically than horizontally. So it's completely different, and it gives you always a new sound, new texture, but also with something that we're all familiar with.
I did not know that. That's very interesting. Now I know the Eastern music theory is based on quarter tones, microtones. How do you sing that?
Um, so
Well, I think the cool part about music in general is that everything is pretty universal. So like even if we don't know for sure like how to verbalize exactly like what it would be like translate it, but when we listen to it, we can kind of it's intuitive. So like we can kind of understand like based off of what we know about Western classical, especially like for me, I'm mostly Western classically trained. Like I don't really know anything about like Indian classical. So like, but I'm really able to understand what she's talking about based off of like how we listen to it and how we put it together.
yeah. Also, with quarter tones and microtones, I think they come in mostly in like the ornamentations for Indian classical music. So it mostly applies to the soloist. It could apply to the ensemble, but usually we don't have like microtones and quarter tones in the ensemble pieces, ensemble parts. But it still gives you a new sound because like Bollywood music or any Indian film music, mainstream music, it has background. It already has elements of both pop music and Indian classical music. So it already kind of has those microtones in the melody, like embedded in the melody. So when you use it for ensemble, when you see the soloist doing microtones, it's always kind of sometimes a challenge. How can you arrange that? How can you put ensemble parts when there's so many like delicate patterns going on for the soloist? But I wouldn't say it applies mostly to the ensemble parts at least.
Oh, okay. That's that's new. I didn't understand that either. What do you think, besides what you already spoke about, what do you think Westerners like me should know about South Asian acapella that we probably don't? Don't all talk at once.
I guess like just be open to hearing new things. I guess like in my experience, like I've done chorus, so you know I've had both Western classical and Indian classical training, and you can really see the differences, but also you can take those differences and see like how you can combine each or where they can really like fall similar or just kind of looking at what's unique to each type of music. And you know, I think chorus was good because it exposed me to Turkish music, to Chinese music, and so you kind of see like how music is shared, like Jamina said, universally. And so it's not really like a thing where like Westerners versus like South Asianers. It's kind of just like we should all be aware and understanding and really appreciate the music we all create.
Well
Yeah.
said. Well said.
I think adding on to hers, definitely be open to like listening to new sounds. And also I would say, I know when we even do like Indian songs with like non-English songs, we definitely consider the meaning of the songs and the theme of the songs. So, but we have like a lot of audience members who don't know that language. So I would say also just maybe understanding taking one step ahead to understand the meaning of the songs would also really help to understand the theme and what we're trying to convey better. But yeah, hopefully you all will enjoy the new sounds that we are trying to, the new sounds, the new culture that we're trying to present.
I gotta tell you, I've been listening to a lot of South Asian a cappella in preparation for these interviews. I love it. Oh my gosh. I knew it existed, but like I never really listened to it. And it's fascinating to me. I think it's such a clever, and I love the word fusion, by the way, not mashup. Hate the word mashup. So I love the fusions. That's great. Well, do you want to play a game real quick?
Yeah.
Great. Okay. We're going to play categories. Here's how it works. I'm going to give UGA Kalakaar 45 seconds, and I'm going to name a category of music, and they are going to have 45 seconds to name as many songs in that category as possible. Don't raise your hand, just shout them out. Okay? The record is 20.
Okay.
See if you can do it, all right? All right, let me get my timer ready. Okay. Songs with a number in the title. Go.
One last time, one call away. 34, 35.
1,000 years. 7 rings. 7 years. Is that a song?
Yeah.
7 years.
1,000 years.
1,000 years. A million reasons. A million dreams.
Did we say the one?
I said one last time.
21. You're saying the one.
21.
One thing. One thing.
Give me one more night by Maroon 5.
One call away.
One call away.
34 to 35.
Did
we say 4 or 5 seconds already?
Oh, no,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. 369. 369.
Oh, time! 18!
Oh,
So close. So close. Well, good, great job. Good luck at A3. I wish you all the best. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me today. Thank you, guys. Good luck.
bye. Thank you.